Here it is, 7:30 on a Tuesday evening, the 12th of August, and I hear thunder. That means there's lightning, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that also means? It means you could be going without electricity. Oh yeah. You say you haven't thought of that? Hmm. You're gonna take a chance. Your lights will stay on. But then when they go off, you're like, golly, oh man, they go, how long are the lights going to stay off? Is the meat in my freezer going to rot? Is the milk going to go sour? These are serious things to think about, folks. When storms happen, we all start thinking, the worst. And we shouldn't probably think of the worst. If we're prepared, then when the worst does happen, we're okay. And if you just had the comfort and the security of a Generac generator from R&R Controls, if the power goes off, you're like, nah, we're okay. That quick, it kicks in and it keeps your house running and it keeps your business. Oh, now I've touched a nerve. It keeps business running. Those of you in all good conscience deal with downtime for your business, what are you going to do if you don't have a generator? I mean, everything stops. Yeah, it's bad enough to, not be able to power your computers and keep invoices rolling and all of that. But your employees are just going to be looking at their phones because that's probably the only thing that's going to be working. But if you had a Generac generator for your home, for your business, for your factory, for your manufacturing plant. I mean, from small to big, it doesn't matter. R&R Controls can get you set up with a Generac generator, and they're more affordable than you think. In fact, R&R Controls can help you with getting financing. It's very, very doable. So while you're thinking about all the services that they perform, HVAC, heating, cooling, installation, renovations, new builds, control programming, automation, maintenance. Think about when the power goes out, what are you going to do? Is there something that's going to be there that kicks right in and keeps things rolling? Or are you going to be left in the dark? Give them a call, 270 777 2024. That's R&R Controls, 270 777 2024. R&R Controls, never be without. Good Tuesday evening, everybody. It is August the 12th, and I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. I was just looking at my handy dandy phone right here, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me make sure that you can see it. I just got this little nifty notification on my phone, and I think it's pretty cool to have this. See, Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not because of the light. Anyway, what it says is lightning has been detected within 15 miles of your home. And look at that. And when I touch that, it instantly comes up to a radar. Isn't that cool? You say, what is that, Chris? What kind of new gadgetry is that? AI? No, it's not. You can get it on your phone too. It's the News 40 weather app. And it's got all kinds of nifty stuff on it like that. You can set it up so that you get a little notification, just like I did, to say that lightning is coming your direction, or a severe storm is coming your direction, or a flash flood, or a tornado, God forbid. But we get them and they come directly to your phone. And if your phone's charged up and you've prepared for severe weather, then even, I was talking about your power going off, you need a Generac generator so you can keep the power going. But let's say this is all you have. Well, then you need the News 40 weather app on your phone so that you can instantly see if you're in the path of a severe storm or lightning or flooding or any kind of nasty, nasty weather. You know what? It's beginning to rain here at the Bowling Green Airport, and I am delighted as heck that it is finally beginning to rain. We've got a little thunderstorm that's going on. I wish I could show you. I don't have my other camera set up yet, but it's coming. In fact, there are cameras, plural, coming. Ah, that's called a tease. That's a tease, ladies and just don't get ahead of me. Cameras are coming. All right, there's a lot more stuff that's coming. With this move, I just got to get things arranged and settled in. I got to spend another good 2 or 3 days here in this room to get things back in order. In the meantime, today's high 91, 1 degree above normal. That should say 1 degree above normal, not 1 degrees above normal. English teachers, please do not slap me with a ruler. 90 is the normal, 75 the low. No rainfall officially here at the Bowling Green Airport, but it's about to happen. Well, I was going to show it. Where is it? All right, let me call it up. Somehow it got lost. Okay, all right. I don't know why it went away. Oh, I know why. The app went away. Okay, now I've got it back up. Let me just click a button or two. This is the part I hate sometimes. It's like, why are you doing this to me? I'm live. Don't shame me while I'm live. It's embarrassing, as Popeye used to say. Okay, now you should be seeing the radar. And look at that. Well, it's about doggone time. Nice little line of showers, thunderstorms coming through Bowling Green. Let me put it into motion. You can see it's right over, well, it's just now past Morgantown, Woodbury, on up to Caneyville, Litchfield, then stretching down to just north of Russellville and moving into the western part of Warren County. It is weakening, and that's only because we're right at sunset. I mean, it's 20 minutes till 8. It's 7:40. So, yeah, but the line is coming in, nothing severe, but you do see that there is a little cluster of lightning strikes with it, especially as you head up 165 and 231 from Warren County into Butler County. So this would be up near the Woodbury area. You're probably hearing some thunder. I'm hearing thunder just off in the distance, and I'm, right, let's see, 65 Scottsville Road. I'm right about there. That's where the airport is located. So I'm hearing distant thunder, even here at the moment at 7:41 p.m. You can see some other pretty hefty looking thunderstorms back toward Madisonville, now moving into Greenville and Central City. I can swap radar sites. We'll go to the looks any. Eh, let's go to Hopkinsville. Let's try that one. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So I'll switch radar sites. This, as you can see, is now starting to fall apart as it moves into Bowling Green, of course. Oh, the app just quit on me again. Now, why is it doing that? That's not good. I'm going to have to talk to the radar scope people. Why is this quitting on me? Oh, I just did it again. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. Yes, I paid my subscription. I wouldn't be able to even call it up if. Anyway, I'm not going to do it in motion because that seems to aggravate it. But as you can see, from Crofton to Madisonville, Earlington, Hopkins County, Central City, Powerley, Greenville, Bremen, Sacramento, Livermore, Calhoun. These are all some pretty good saturated rains coming in with some lightning and thunder. I haven't seen anything really severe out of any of this. Anything that's coming or going east of us, some of this will, like some of you to the east, some of this may hold together. But the really good thunderstorms are up here around Louisville. Let's go to the Louisville radar. Hopefully it doesn't quit on me. Now, see, this is why it's important to know the perspective of radar that you're looking at, because you saw how it looked when I was on the Nashville radar, but then I go to the Louisville radar and everything, there's a lot more clarity, a lot more definition. You can't just look at a storm from a radar that's hundreds of miles away and expect, oh, look at that storm. You got to get as close to the NEXRAD radar site as you can. And so here's the Louisville site. The Louisville site is actually down toward Fort Knox. That's why there's that donut hole there. But anyway, it covers the metro Louisville area. There you see some heavy rain and thunderstorms, and then stretching all the way down, as mentioned, into Litchfield and Grayson County. And see, all of these look more impressive from the Louisville radar, but the closest radar is Hopkinsville. So when I switch, now you have more definition and clarity from that radar site because it's closer. So you have to think about that when you're looking at, oh, okay, you're not even seeing that, are you? I am so sorry. When it quit on me, it just quit. Okay, anyway, there are the showers and the thunderstorms. These that are moving into Bowling Green are beginning to weaken. There is some lightning, some thunder, brief, maybe heavy rain, but that's it. That's all I see out of any of this that's coming in. Okay, I apologize for the technical trouble. We'll move on. Let's go to the Kentucky Mesonet now, and I can show you temperatures. And you can see where the rain-cooled air is, where the storms are right now. Temperatures are in the 70s up there toward Ohio and Hopkins and Muhlenberg County, even Butler County, on down south toward Todd County. But here in Bowling Green, as it's just now beginning to rain, temperatures are still in the low 80s. Well, let's see if anybody's picked up any measurable rain so far today. And yes, the big winner looks to be Hartford in Ohio County. You picked up over 1 inch of rain. Congratulations. That's a good rainfall for just a 24-hour period. Other locations, half inch down in Todd County, 3/10 almost of an inch up in Muhlenberg County, and you're still getting the rain. So it's Hopkins County, you're still getting rain. Nothing here in Bowling Green, not yet, but you know, it's almost here. And we have another opportunity tomorrow to get some rain. Winds primarily out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. All right, let's go on to how about we talk about Tropical Storm Erin, okay, before we talk any more about our weather. So, Erin, still tropical storm strength. Here is the latest advisory. And it's continuing to show it's going to stay tropical storm strength, according to the National Hurricane Center, for at least a couple of more days. Then maybe by Friday, it becomes a Category 1 hurricane, possibly a 2. Staying that as we go into Saturday. But the forecast here, and this is just a projection, that by Sunday, it could become a major Category 3 hurricane, the first one of the Atlantic season for this year. We have not had one this strong yet until Erin. And as you can see, it has the possibility of threatening the southeast coast, but it wouldn't happen until sometime next week. And then the big question is, where will the remnants go of Erin? Where will it go from there? Would it maybe affect us eventually? That's really hard to say. They've got what they call their spaghetti models. That's where when you see all the thin lines, every model has a line, and some of them go north, some of them go west. It just depends. There's a lot of uncertainty about Erin and where she will end up going. But we'll keep an eye on it because it could affect Florida and the southeast coast eventually. Okay, let's come back to home. Let's look at rainfall chances here, and they're not that impressive. We're still looking at maybe a quarter to a half inch of rain. Maybe tonight, tomorrow. Most of what's out there right now is going to dissipate. But I do think tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon, there's a weak cold front that will be pushing in, and we could see more rainfall, but it's not going to be all that, what's the word I'm looking for? Impressive. Yeah, it's not going to be that impressive. If you're looking for a good soaking rainfall, this is not the system to count on. Here's a look at the current maps. Scattered rainfall and thunderstorms. Here's our wave back here to the west as it begins to push in. There's the cold front. This is early tomorrow morning. Here is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And with that little disturbance out ahead of the front, there could be a few scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Here's tomorrow afternoon, a better chance, better coverage of showers, and yes, even a few thunderstorms. And then the cold front will try to make its way through. Here's Wednesday evening, still scattered showers in the forecast. We go to Thursday. The front appears that it wants to come through, but remember, there is a big wall of high pressure out here to the east, and it's going to act like a bully. It is much stronger than this front is, and so I'm afraid we're not going to see that much in the way of relief. The front does kind of hang up in the Tennessee Valley on Thursday, but because of its placement and because high pressure is still there, it just kind of eats away at the front, kind of erodes any opportunity for us to get a good soaking rain. So we're just left holding the bag once again. Here's 7 a.m. Friday morning. Some fog, maybe. Saturday morning. Oh, it's going to start to get hot now. That high pressure just sits right there. Stubborn high pressure. Yeah. Look, it just moves very little into Monday, into Tuesday. Now, I will say this, that toward the end of next week, there may be a change coming. Maybe a change coming. Too soon to say for sure, but I'm watching it. Let's take a look at the model blender. And, oh, there we see it. Look at that. Now, remember last night, if you were watching, this started going down, but we could only see 1 or 2 days there. Now it's 3 days in which the temperature to mid 90s. Yes, we're going to have mid 90s this weekend. You just might as well just settle in that we're going to have mid 90s this weekend. Because now if you can get through that, by the middle and end of next week, we start to see a cool down. Is this a fall cool down? Doubt it. Is this a cool down like a week ago or so when it cooled down for a couple of days? Yes. And it also becomes less humid. That's going to be nice if we can just go back to mid 80s. But also factoring in here is the days are getting shorter. I mean, look, here it is 10 minutes till 8. No, it's 7:53. So the sun has already set. It's dark. It's getting darker early. And the days are getting shorter. Naturally, the temperatures are going to go down. And they are. And even the daily high temperature will start to go down. Right now, it's hung up at 90. But by the end of this week and into the weekend, it starts to go down 89, 88. I'm talking about the average daytime high temperature. It's going to start to go down in the next week. But look at this. Our air temperature also starts to go down. And that looks good. That I can handle. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast as seen on the News 40 weather app and at WNKY.com. 90s and even some mid 90s for the weekend. It's going to be hot. It's going to be muggy. And the rain chances say bye-bye for a little while. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Robbie Jones. What app did you say we needed? Well, Robbie, look at this. Look at me. Look at me. Right there. See that? See that circle with all the little digital looking things in it? Hold your phone up to that circle, open your camera app, and you should see a little link that'll just pop up into your camera. Click that link and you can download, like it says there, download the News 40 weather app. That's the app I was telling you about. You can go in there and set it up so that it warns you about lightning, damaging wind, tornadoes, of course, flash flooding, severe thunderstorms, lightning. When lightning is coming your way, that's what you need. The News 40 weather app for Android or iPhone. It doesn't matter. It works on both. And it's really good. Really, really good. All right. That's going to do it for this Tuesday evening edition of 270 Weather. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully you'll see me on TV at WNKY News 40 sunrise at 6 a.m. In the meantime, thank you for watching and God bless you.